Hey guys, Broheen here from the Silent Broheen YouTube channel. We're here today to give you a rundown on how to make a level 60 pyro. More or less what we're going to do is start with the spec, and we'll pull these up right here. Notice I've got 61 Pyromancer and 10 in Necromancer, so first thing you want to do is pull up your soul trees and then fill up the Pyromancer tree, the entire thing. Second off, you're going to go in the Necromancer tree, and you're going to put 5 in Death's Ally. That's it for that tier. Second tier, you're going to have 5 in Fresh Graves, and that would be it for the tree, other than the Harbinger over here for Eldritch Knowledge, which increases your spell power by 10%. Once we get to later on, when I'm attacking the dummies up here, we're going to show you exactly how the rotation goes. But starting off, we have 3 buffs that we're going to use. First one being Glyphs of Power, second one being Flaring Intellect, and third one is Pyromancer's Aegis. So you want to apply all 3 of those. And my hotkeys here have a couple macros in them. More or less the main spells we're going to have. Fireball, always a main. Cinder Burst, always there in case of procs from your Pyromancer's Aegis. Countdown is another one you want to have on your bar. And Heat Wave is a good one because it reduces all of your fire spell cast times by 50% for 15 seconds. That can come in very handy, especially for your heavy hitting attacks like Fulminate and Fulminate, which I have a macro in that I will explain later. You have 2 abilities that are going to be more or less fillers for when you have no instant casts. First one is going to be Withering Flames, second one is Flame Volley. Anytime that Withering Flames is up and you have nothing else to cast that is not an instant spell, I suggest start with Withering Flames. If you still have nothing else, everything else is on cooldown, you're going to go over to Flame Volley and use that one instead. There's a couple other miscellaneous things here on the bar that I don't need to explain for this video. But let's open up the macros here. We'll get you set up on those. And I have a lot here to sort through. First one is my Pyro, which I call it Pyro because it's the main spam. You're going to want to do Show Fireball. Second line is Suppress Macrofailures, then cast Flame Bolt, cast Inferno, cast Extinguish, cast Fireball. I throw Extinguish in there because it causes the mage's next 5 fireball casts as an instant. Lasts for 15 seconds. So this is what I mean when I say that this class is 100% about having as many instant cast spells as possible. The second one is my Cinder Burst proc. That one, let me find her here. Basically, what you want to do is show Cinder Burst so you can see whether it's on cooldown or not. Suppress macro failures again. You're going to add this stop casting fireball in there, and then cast Cinder Burst. What stop casting does is, no matter what else you are casting at the time, when you press this macro button, it's going to stop whatever you're casting and make sure that Cinder Burst goes out and makes a heavy hit. Let's see, the countdown is the next macro. We have show countdown, suppress macro failures, cast prime, cast countdown, cast burning shield, cast heat wave, cast Fulminate, cast Fulminate. Now, as I said before, Fulminate and Fulminate are the 2 main heavy hitters. Works extremely well in PvP. Only downfall is this macro is set up for PvE. So there's a few things in it that shouldn't be in it, like countdown and burning shield for if you want to annihilate someone really fast in PvP. But we'll save that for another time. Basically what it is Prime will add the maximum number of stacks of Combust on your enemy when it's casted on them. And then you hit them with a countdown. So what that's going to do is deal about 6,000 fire damage after 8 seconds. Is also increased by 11% per stack of Combust. And Heat Wave is used in a different way that most of you would probably use Heat Wave here. But I use it because, let's see where we at here. The Palisade has a 1.2 second cast time, and we want to get that out as fast as possible. And you'll notice the spell reduces the cast time by 50%, so it's retarded quick. That's also the macro that you're going to want to lead off with when going into pretty much any combat. The way this is set up is that even though Fulminate takes 60 charge to cast, normally you're going to more than likely start out with 0. You'll have enough with all of these abilities up here. You'll have enough charge to get the entire macro done without any worry of not having enough charge, as long as you go through the full macro rotation with it. Also, another note on the sidebar here, or on the hotbar in front of us here, internalized charge is there for those times that you can toggle that on if you need to do a lot more damage. As you can see, by level 60, it increases the damage done by 19%, which is a significant increase from the base that it starts out at. So, with that being said, we have nothing else we need to explain on the sidebars. We're going to go to the rotation. So we're over here by the practice dummies in Tempest Bay. I'm going to click on a raid boss dummy. And like I said, we're going to start off with the countdown macro. And I'll do these one by one for you so you can see how they work. So we're just going to spam that. And I'm already at more charge than what it needs, but you'll see here the heavy hits. And I got a Cinder Burst proc, so as soon as that's off cooldown, you can hit your proc button down here and do another 13,000 damage on a crit. The second portion of the rotation is your main spam for Fireball, which is going to include this Extinguish, and by spamming that, you'll see it hits with a Flame Bolt, it puts on Extinguish. I have tons of stuff proccing, which is awesome because of the Pyromancer's Aegis armor. So you want to get that in and just keep spamming this. Now this is what I mean when everything is on cooldown. You are normal casting fireballs, so you want to hit them with something that's channeled to take up some time to wait for the cooldowns to come back. Then you can start spamming your normal spam cast with fireball. Also notice that your Fulminate and Palisade, I keep them on the bar here so I can watch their cooldowns, so you can start spamming that countdown macro again and just annihilate with some more damage. Once those are through, go back to the regular spam. Once again, we got a Cinder Burst proc. Use that. There's 16,000. Flame Bolt was just proc, so we get 5 casts of those for absolutely no time. Instant cast. And we're back to regular casting fireballs. Withering Flames is back to not off cooldown, or not on cooldown I should say. You want to cast that. Extinguish is ready again. Go with your normal spam. We're going to go a little faster here. Then we got proc here for instant flame bolts. It's lots of damage. My damage meter is not reading right because it's not a brand new one, so disregard that for the time being. Your Fulminate Palisade are good again, so spam that macro again. That's done. You got free fireballs, and here's about where I would hit internalized charge. Do some extra damage with the free fireballs. Hopefully we get a flame bolt proc here again. Doesn't look like it, so we're gonna hit Withering Flames. Got a Cinder Burst proc, hit that. Still got no cooldown, so we're gonna go with Flame Volley as a buffer. Extinguish is ready. And this could go on and on and on. What this class again is really about is all the instant cast procs that you can get, just like that one that was on the screen, and using heavy hitting filler spells in between your cooldowns for everything that makes your cast be instant. So what we're going to do, I'm going to cut the video right here and come back once I'm out of combat. I'll see you in a minute. And welcome back. Looks like I am out of combat. We're going to go back over here to the practice dummy, and we're going to make sure we have all our buffs, and this time the rotation is going to go down for real. So we're going to do a new session on Simple Meter here, which I like a lot better than Rift Meter, but Rift Meter or Simple Meter, they're not always for everybody. I prefer it. Seems to be more accurate, but anyways, we got our buffs on here. And we are going to open with these two, with this macro. As soon as Heat Wave comes back in 3 seconds, and ready, go. Regular spam. Can even hit an extra countdown in there for some more DPS. I'm going to take up some time with Withering Flames here. Hit that countdown again. Go back to regular spam. Now as you're looking at my Simple Meter there, we're doing just shy of 9,000 damage on a raid boss dummy, which is pretty good. I don't have the best gear, but it gets me through raids, and you know, there's always room for improvement no matter what you do with this game. So it is what it is. As you get better gear, these numbers will increase. I don't want to say tenfold, but you might end up doing a good 15k DPS single target real quick. And that's about all that I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will list the macros in the description of the video, so check those out, and please give the page a like, and if you want, subscribe. There will be more mage videos coming your way very soon, and have a good night, folks.